Now this is the wall of Christmas markdown stuff that we still have here. This is right behind, this is right where Bobby and Ken sit and play. Got some Christmas cards there on the bottom. A few ornaments, but not much to speak of. And then we flow around this corner, and this shows you where the peppermint and the whole wall of trees were. We've got that. And then we took the white iridescent tree down yesterday. So there was nothing on it anyway. So we just pulled the tree. And I wanted you to kind of see the level of where we are on Christmas product. And that's as far as it goes. That's everything that we have there. Now, we did come over here and we pulled out to clean the red room out. There's Kelly. Pulled the red room out.
Can I ask you one quick question still?
We pulled out, you can see we pulled out the cutting boards and brought them forward, and then we moved all the Gans kitchen-y kind of stuff underneath them, switch plate covers and measuring spoons and measuring cups and salt and pepper shakers, and it makes a real good kitchen kind of feel. Brought up our monogramming with our canisters and our wine glasses here, and then it just flows around with some of that excess stuff out of the red room, so the red room's not so tight, and we put it all across the back of this and just made a kitchen story. You can see where we brought out the glass pieces with the grapes on them, and the section tray of glass with the grapes on it. And we brought out our little wooden trays and some serving utensils, and there's that display. And then next to that display, as you flow down the main drag of the gift section, we brought Kelly Ray Roberts in and made a display of her next to the kitchen, because we kind of felt like she was bright, she was fun, she was whimsical, and it makes a nice flow, because right next to this we're getting ready to put up a spring display with all our spring flowers and Easter bunnies and things of that nature. But this is just one of those glass display pieces. Now, we did play off the end of this. We played off Caruso. It's a little tight right here. We don't know if we'll keep it. We don't know if we'll keep it like this, because it is a little tight, to say the least. And then you can see the other side where we brought the whimsical chair. That's a Lazy Susan on its seat. And then here's the bow table that we played right next to Kelly Ray Roberts, and there's that Lazy Susan on there. Now, next to the end of Christmas, you can see where we started. Light Garden. We've really reduced our inventory. We were able to send back about $700 worth of product that they're going to let us have a credit on. And then coming around here, Kathleen did this display, Carol. Just really shows well at an angle. You've got all the Light Garden, on, and in its container. There are the baby roses, little cabbage roses. She put a birdhouse in here. So we have kind of this whole secret garden type feel. And then we have a palm video for Carol. And then here's that cute little outdoor table, right next to the Light Garden. It flows into that. Put a little palm light on that table, and then we use the pillars to carry more light gardens, some palm and some hydrangeas. To just kind of make this a whole area where it just makes you want to sit down and have a cup of coffee. So we thought that worked really well. Now, off to the side, you can see this is the entrance to the country store. But here's Tyler Candle, and Kelly is presently working on a spring display that we're going to put here. We will light that lamp, because I bet you just thought that'd be great if that lamp was lit. So we promise it'll be plugged in and lit. And then we've got our Cup of Doodles which are the fun little mugs that say, you know, aunt and sister on them and stuff. Next to it, and that's next to Kelly Ray Roberts. And we're going to do something kind of spring and bright and inspirational on this glass piece that's not have anything on it. We've cleaned up the entrance into the country store, and we put those two really nice chest of drawers, the one that's striped and the other one that's painted. We backed them up right here next to that divider in the country store and put our cutting boards off of it, and then across the way from that, of course, is Willow Tree. And then you come into this section, and this was really kind of hodgepodgey and messy, so we pulled it apart and we stacked our plates on the bottom there, made a little display there with, you know, apples and everything. And then it comes up and we have a little chef's display where it says vegetable soup, and then the chef's coffee plates, and then spice it up, and chef's salt and pepper shakers. So we have that whole little story going on there. Then we come up and there's some samplers that are behind glass. That's $16.95. It's a nice little piece. And then we just kind of lit everything up in these and kind of filled in, trying to reduce and clean. That's a little tile sampler that we've stacked up in that. I think that was a grain. Wasn't that a grain scoop of some sort? We still have some room back here, so as things come in, we can come and bring things in here. And then that's a large shadow box on the bottom shelf. And then, of course, over here you see that we reduced Woodwicks down only to one case. I think that'll be effective in keeping our inventory down. And then we took the other case and repurposed it, and we are doing some Amish figurines. It's called Blossom Bucket, and they're cute little houses, little things that'll be cute to set around. A pig cart, a barn that lights, blue jay mom and dad holding a baby blue jay, cow cart, the butcher block, little wagon with all the veggies and fruits in it, black and white cows, a pig that says always kiss me goodnight, and then here we have, you know, chickens. That's the end of that right now. We do have some boxes that aren't tagged, which we'll put down here in this empty space. Now, we did rework the country store and tightened everything up, cleaned everything up. Feel good about how it's looking. And then we have the crab apples, and we put, you know, the ducks around the bottom, and then we even took the top drawer of the chest and popped it open and put some extra backstock cutting boards. And then we didn't do much with Collegiate. We're just letting it sell down, and we keep tightening it. Really getting and making hard choices about, you know, things that need to go 50 off if there's ones or twos of it. You know, I'm using the discount area behind us to discount on that, which Donna worked in yesterday, so it feels pretty pulled together. Donna can do a great job with little space and much product, so, and it's very uniform and very clean how it's out. And then Les and I were talking about some of this stuff needs to be donated, so we'll get that donated before inventory on the 19th. And then we put this great horse piece. We mounted him. You can see his head right there, and it goes down, and there's his real horse hair tail. But what we did is we mounted him on the side of the shelves, so we thought that was good. And then this flows us into the red room. Haven't done much. You could see from the picture I sent you yesterday, we went ahead and built the center section, and it's all glass and lamps and lights, so it's clear and it's almost translucent, so it doesn't feel like it's crowding the room anymore. We did go ahead and leave the Western wear here. Les feels like that, you know, with that line being a more designer line, he thought it was still okay to stay back here in the red room. And And we just reduced and cleaned up and put the clocks in here, and I put that expensive vase, you know, in here. We still have a whole nother silver stand here that right now only has the penguins on the top of it, so we could actually use this, and it nooks in really nicely on this side, so there's not a, doesn't feel crowded in my opinion. And you can see that we put lamps up on top there, on top of this Dynasty case, and we put, you know, the tulips in, and we incorporated some of the beaded servingware and things of that nature. Nothing else has really changed in Arthur Court. We're just keeping it really clean. And we took this big case that was in the middle of the room, that Tiff had in the middle of the room, and we just pushed it over here against the wall. And of course I put lamps on the top of it to keep drawing the eyes up and over so you're scanning the product. Other than that, this is everything. And there's the receiving office.